Ladies and gentlemen, we are just about to witness one of the great things in wheelchair sports here on a domestic level, here at the Sydney Olympic Park Sports Centre. It is the introduction of Team Canada as they take on Vero New Zealand in both their first games here on day one of the 2017 Fierce 4 Rugby Championships, all thanks to GIO. It is now time for the national anthems, and we will start with the Canadian national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we now follow it with the national anthem of New Zealand. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and we are just about to get underway in about 3 minutes' time. This clash between Vero New Zealand and Team Canada. It is a terrific lineup between these two sides. We'll just take you through the two lineups if you've just joined us for this contest. It's Game 3 on day one of the Wheelchair Rugby Nationals for 2017, all thanks to GIO, ISC, Disability Sports Australia, and of course the Defence Force. Let's take a look at the Canadian side first up. Jumper number 24 in Brandon Troutman. In number 8, it's Mike Whitehead. 11, Fabian Lavoie. 31, Mount Delby. 25, Shane Smith. 2, Travis Maroa. 9 is Cody Caldwell. 10, Trevor Hirschfeld. 44, Britt Mayer. 7, Byron Green. And 3, Kristen Cameron. As we take a look at the New Zealand side, in jumper number 1, Cameron Leslie. Hayden Barton Coots in 6. 11 is Tyler Jennings. 7, Maya Ummai. Clayton Utia in 12. Robert Hewitt in 10. Cody Everson, 14. And Gavin Rolton in 9. So they are the two lineups between Canada and New Zealand. The game is scheduled to start in about 90 seconds' time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to get us underway here. So it is New Zealand taking on Canada. And it's a great battle that'll be taking place here. John O'Farr and Emma Stewart in commentary for this contest, as the Canadians will take it up nicely. Played well by Lavoie. He has possession. Fabian Lavoie just outside the key at the moment, inside that attacking quarter. Battling for possession. Great work from Cody Everson in defence. Lavoie battles away round. Hayden Barton-Coots did well in defence there. Just couldn't quite get it. And Lavoie squeezes through the tiniest of gaps and gets us underway with the first points in this particular contest. So he's a Northern Ontario local, Lavoie. And the possession will come back the way of New Zealand. And it'll be Otis that has possession of it. Nice little pass back in field. Good work here for New Zealand as Cameron Leslie has possession of the ball. Hayden Barton-Coots, the big man, goes up the middle. He's got Everson just on his side, but he won't need him. And they square the ledger. Hayden Barton-Coots, he gets his first points, and we're one apiece. And that's particular contest. Is Canada on the charge now over the attacking line. Will be played nicely there by the number 2 in Travis Maroa. He'll get it nicely across, and the goal is there to number 9 in Cody Caldwell. So Cody Caldwell gets the second Canadian goal on that particular occasion. And we are 2-1 in favour of Canada. And Cody comes from Ontario. He was born in 1988, so he turns 29 in 2017. Possession from Cody Everson just goes to Hayden Barton-Coots. Coots now tries to play it outside that defensive key. Plays it well, straight up the middle. Great work there. Terrific stuff from the Canadians in defence. They go hard. Caldwell did his best to get involved. Couldn't quite get it, but Coots straight up the middle. Terrific work from Otis in defence. And it creates the gap and gives us 2 apiece. So 6:42 in this contest. They go long. Caldwell now has possession of the ball. He manages to stay through Leslie doing his best to stop possession there. Caldwell now has the ball just inside the attacking key. Gives it across court and he'll find Lavoie. Lavoie goes back one way and now comes back another. Good work back in field. Oh, that's great work from Fabian Lavoie. He takes it up. Emma Stewart, you bring you in now. How do you see this contest with the Canadians leading it narrowly by 1?
Yeah, it's great. It's really tight defence on both teams and high intensity. It's a really great start to the match. Canada and New Zealand faring very well for this tournament and for this game. So it's 3-2, Canada up.
So Everson gives it back in field to Barton-Coots. So they've combined well from that attacking defensive key. Nice play up the middle. Barton-Coots using his size brilliantly. Great manoeuvrability up that sideline. Does his best to keep the ball alive. Great work there from Canada in defence, particularly the 10 in Trevor Hirschfeld. Ball goes across and now to Barton-Coots. Coots still with possession, keeping the ball alive. Hirschfeld does his best. It's been stolen by the Canadians. Nice work to Lavoie. He gives it across. And now the goal is coming to Caldwell. Caldwell gets the points. And Canada extend their lead to 4-2 here with 5:41 in this opening term. So Everson to get us underway again. Everson gives the ball in field to Cameron Leslie.
A lot of contact here on the field. It's really impressive to see. It's very high intensity. Ball turning over there.
Chance now for the Kiwis. Nice little flick pass from Barton-Coots to Leslie, but he couldn't quite get it.
That's 12 in the back court there. So change of possession, Canada from the sideline. Number 9 for Canada, Cody, taking the inbound.
So now Caldwell gives the ball infield. Good work there from the Canadians. Give the pass across. Nice work to Lavoie. Lavoie just inside the key. Beautiful pass across court and finds Caldwell. And the points come again for Canada, so they extend their lead now, 5-2. They're really starting to rack up points. New Zealand, they've got to start closing some of the gaps. Everson gives it to Leslie. Over the top to Coots. And Coots will go over there for points. Much needed, valuable points for the Canadians coming up after this contest. It's New South Wales and Victoria. That is the final game on day one of the championships here at Sydney Olympic Park at the Sports Centre. Coots has possession. So Cameron Leslie's taken a tumble just in front of our broadcast position, so we'll get him back on two wheels. Interesting battle here between the two international teams so far. There's three involved in this. We've just seen Japan and now Canada and New Zealand. How would you rate the three that we've seen today, Emma?
Really great play by all three teams. Impressive to see. Certainly seen New Zealand quite a lot. They come over for our nationals quite regularly. Some of the players jumping over for training and what have you through the year. So great to see Canada here for this tournament. And Japan too. Some great play in that previous game and some high intensity starting here.
So Leslie now on the line. Did well to stay in court there. Battles his way around. So Canada applying some pressure. But it's Leslie still battling his way through. Does particularly well. There was a late surge there from Trevor Hirschfeld. Couldn't quite get it right for Canada. Unfortunately, the goal goes the way. So it's now played back to Lavoie. He'll give the pass inbound.
Had a foul here from Cameron Leslie, so he'll go to the box. Serve 1 minute or until Canada scores the next try.
So he's a big loss for the Kiwis as the ball goes into Lavoie. Lavoie now battling just inside that defensive key. Now gives it across to Caldwell. Caldwell just trying his best to slow down the clock. There's still 28 seconds on that shot clock. A vital piece of time for both these teams. Now we'll restart it as Caldwell scores the goal. It's the 6th for Canada, so it's 6-4 now. Played nicely by Everson. He'll play it from the key. Bounces once, finds Leslie. Leslie now battling through some traffic. Away from the Canadian defence, straight up the middle, carving a nice path. But it's Caldwell that stops him in his path. Leslie trying to battle, going backwards. What's he got now? Needs to find possession. Good pass over the top. Hayden Barton Coots in space. It's a dangerous thing. And he'll get the points. So the margin back to just one. So great work from the Kiwis to draw it back to just the 1 point. And now it's played nicely to Moroa. Moroa passes the ball. Caldwell has the ball over the top pass to Lavoie. Lavoie juggles at Hayden Barton Coots. Here come the Kiwis. This is what they needed. The turnover of possession. Now they've got to turn this play into points. What's Coots got? Beautiful pass to Leslie. Cameron Leslie. Now battles traffic. Great work from Everson in defence. Leslie now needs some support. He's got Hayden Barton Coots coming through, but can't quite get possession. And there'll be a call there. Take us through it, Em. What was the call?
We've got another legal use of hands there, but on Canada this time. Number 2.
Moroa.
Travis Moroa from Canada. And we'll have a substitution here from the New Zealand team. Quite early on in the game. Good to see they're mixing up the play. We've got 3 minutes 41 remaining in the first quarter here. So
it'll be Maya Amaya that comes on. And Robert Hewitt takes the court for New Zealand to accompany Everson and Barton Coots. So a great little battle here. There's been a change as well for Canada in Mike Whitehead, as Barton Coots gets us all square. And we're 6 apiece with just over 3.5 to go. Looks like there'll be a tyre change there.
Yeah, something to do with the axle. All sorted. The axle was just loose there for Number 2, Travis from Canada.
So the ball comes across court. Caldwell has possession. Maroa now battles through some traffic. Now needs to work around Everson. Does it brilliantly. Great work from Maroa. Battling his way through. Whitehead provides some valuable defence and the points are scored. So that breaks the deadlock for Canada. 7-6. Now Amaya has possession. She'll give the pass in field to Barton Coots. Coots now, he's got a bit of trouble with Whitehead. Nice little pass across court to the 7 in Hewitt. Hewitt now gives it to Amaya. She's dangerous with the ball and in possession. Amaya close to the sideline. And Quentin says we've gone out, so we'll go back and timeout call.
First called before we've gone out of play, so that's saved for New Zealand to lose it as Maya was heading out of the court.
So Cody Everson just receiving some treatment on that wheel. Great little lineup, the Kiwis. They've been a strong side right across this tournament. They've created plenty of problems. They battled out for bronze last year in the 2016 Nationals.
Sure been high intensity from the Kiwis to start this game off. Impressive teamwork, great ball change and passing through the team there.
So Amai gives it in court to Barton Coots. Coots now has possession. Of course, the Queenslanders, they fought and won that bronze medal game. The Kiwis, they beat them 53-51 in that game over the Suncorp Queensland Cyclones. Thrilling game that went to double overtime as Maroa now has possession for Canada. He'll take it up straight up the middle. Travis Maroa gets the points and the score there, so terrific stuff from him. Amai now has possession for New Zealand. Gives it to Everson, back to Amai. Amai now up the flank, back infield. Battles a way through. Nice pass to Coots. Coots just over that halfway line. Doing his best to keep possession of the ball. Caldwell and Whitehead are the two left and right of him. Coots now looking for someone. Needs to find a possession. Gives it nicely to Hewitt. Hewitt back to Coots. Coots now looking for possession. He'll go straight up the middle. The size and strength and power. Hayden Barton Coots. Great goal. Kiwis now 8-all. 2:15 to go in this opening term. So it's been a tight and terrific start to this contest so far, Emma.
Absolutely fantastic. Another try there to Canada. Leading by 1 now. That was Mike Whitehead for Canada getting that try.
So Amai now has possession. She'll give in field to Everson. Everson goes back to Amai. Amai goes around Caldwell. Great work there from Barton Coots. Possession is lost. Now Whitehead has the ball. He has Caldwell on the left, but he'll go right and gives it to Maroa.
Great little pick up there. Great defence there from Canada.
So they're the sort of things that can really change a game. 10 points to 8 in favour of the Canadians at the moment. 35 left on the shot clock as Amai battles through some traffic. Coots may have to go long here. Gives a nice pass across to Robert Hewitt. Hewitt battling inside that attacking 50. Now trying to get his way through. Gives the ball nicely to Coots. Coots just slows it down. Beautiful pass across to Amai. Amai now battling. Going for the line. And she'll get her first goal of the contest, Maya Amai, one of the great female players in our game. Terrific lineup and history of female involvement in wheelchair rugby, not only from the player perspective, but of course from the referee standpoint as well. Emma Stewart, of course, rise through the ranks of the referee, and now she's in the commentary role, taking on another string to the bow as Whitehead will take possession of the ball. Whitehead tries to go against Coots. Everson's causing some problems. Great work there from Caldwell, but he's trying to stop something. As Whitehead, good pass across to Maroa. It's the combinations that are working well for Canada here, Em.
Yeah, that was fantastic play there. Kept his patience and waited for the right opportunity, and as New Zealand was narrowing in on them, passed it over to his teammate.
So Maroa Is he getting some treatment on that chair, or is he okay? He seems to be okay. So we'll go back to Maya Ummai. So just under a minute before quarter time. It's been a thrilling start. 11-9 in favour of the Canadians as Ummai gives it to Coots. Coots goes long and finds Ummai. Ummai goes over the top, trying to find something inside that attacking 50. Can she go back-to-back goals? Hewitt's doing his best, trying to give that to her. Ummai gives it back to Hewitt, but Hewitt couldn't quite contain it. Now she's got repossession of the ball. Gives it across to Barton Coots. Coots now has possession. Tries to get it to Rob Hewitt. Coots now has possession. Tries to go inside that attacking key. Battling. 25 seconds left on the clock. Nice pass over the top. Ummai couldn't get it. And the chance for the Kiwis goes begging him.
Yeah, absolutely. Really tight defence there. And New Zealand just not able to execute. We've got 22 left remaining in this first quarter now.
So the pass back in field. Moroa now has possession. 20 seconds before quarter time, as Em said. Moroa now. He's at that play. Good pass in field. Finds Caldwell. Caldwell now into some heat. Gives it back to Moroa. Moroa steps beautifully. Nice left flank, and they'll get the points there. Travis Moroa scores, so about 3 seconds to go. Nice little pass across to Hayden Barton Coots. Coots goes Hail Mary. Can't quite find anybody. Finds the Canadians in Caldwell, and that is quarter time, ladies and gentlemen, in this thrilling clash between Team Canada and Vero New Zealand. At quarter time, it's the Canadians by 3, 12 points to 9. Okay, welcome back to this contest. And we're back into it. So New Zealand, they're down by 3, 12 points to 9 in favour of Canada, making their debut in the Sydney Nationals competition. They've started well in this opening term, but here comes Cameron Leslie. He'll go nicely around the corner and find his way through. So a nice little change there. So there's a couple of new players on. Gavin Rolton makes his appearance on the court in jumper number 9. It's Canada now on the charge, making some good inroads. And Matt Delby gets the points on that occasion. So Everson, Rolton, Barton Coots and Leslie are the 4 for New Zealand. And the Canadians, they've got a great line up there. Delby in 31, Whitehead in 8. The number 10 is Hirschfeld. And number 44 is Britt Mayer. So the ball goes across court as Barton Coots takes it over the halfway line. Nice little pass across Leslie. Well done. Can he maintain possession? He can. Terrific stuff from New Zealand. They applied the pressure there. Now they're down by 2, so the intensity continues for the Kiwis, Em.
Yeah, it's fantastic to see. We've got the change over there.
So
change of possession, but a held ball called.
So Everson unlucky on that occasion.
So Canada will have the ball from the side now.
So the play will take place now. Canada, what can they do? Gives the ball infield. Nicely played away to Delby. Delby gives it to Whitehead. Whitehead couldn't maintain possession. The Kiwis remain it. And a nice play to Cameron Leslie, who gets the points. So they're back within 1 now, the Kiwis, really giving the Canadians a fright.
Very impressive start from the Kiwis. They've sure brought the score lead down now.
Delby doing his best with possession. Nice little pass across to Whitehead. Whitehead did well to keep possession of the ball. He'll play it just outside the key. Gives the ball across nicely. So Delby now waits and goes right. Pops the pass over the top, finds Whitehead. Whitehead gives it across. That is a terrific goal to Britt Mayer and the Canadians. It's just those combinations that are coming together, that are clicking at the right time for the Canadians, giving themselves the right amount of space. As Everson, dangerous pass, but finds Leslie. Leslie now battling up that left flank. Still 2 in possession as Delby tries to go hard at Leslie, but backs off at the last minute. Leslie gets the points. So now 14-13, 6.5 to go in this second term. Ball comes across to Delby. Delby gives it across. Britt Mayer was doing well there in defence. He's battling strongly. Whitehead's trying his best to get possession of the ball and now has it. Oh, the no-look pass over the top. Britt Mayer. Here they go. Canada turning it on. Barton Coots goes bang. And the loss of possession there.
So we've got 2 calls perhaps being made here. Original call is a spin on Cameron Leslie, number 2. And we'll just wait for Liam from Melbourne to execute the final call. So we had a penalty goal there as well. So Canada still making that try.
So he's back on 2 wheels, Britt, which is good. Bit of an arm injury he might have sustained in that particular fall. Just getting some treatment on that at the moment. So we hope you're enjoying day 1 of the Wheelchair Rugby Championships.
Yeah, so we've just had the the flagrant foul call there on Cameron Leslie. And Britt appears all right for Canada, which is good. Certainly can be rough on the head. Probably just checking there that no concussion or anything like that, of course, as well. All right, and we're inbound from the baseline.
Nicely played by Rolton. So Rolton will try and take it up. Barton Coots is getting some troubles. Nice volleyball style pass to Barton Coots. He's done well to catch that. Terrific work. Nice little pass over the top. Can Cody Everson get it? No. Delby has a height restriction and prevents it. Now it's played by Canada. They're deep in defence and there's a player down for the Kiwis.
Big hit there and he's ended up with a holding foul. So Hayden from New Zealand with a holding foul. So he's ended up leaning on the Canadian player's chair, which is a disadvantage.
So It looks like a sub call here, Em.
Yeah, substitution here for Canada as well. And with that, we've got 2 Kiwis in the box.
So Leslie and Coots will spend some time in the box.
2 bros hanging out.
So we're back down to just the 2 players for New Zealand on the court in Everson and the number 9 in Rolton. Great contest so far. We hope you're enjoying it. 6 minutes to go in this second term between the Kiwis and Canada. Canada making their debut here in the Sydney Nationals. Great to have them on Sydney soil here at the Sydney Olympic Park Sports Centre. Played well by Whitehead. Whitehead will roll it in for points. Rolton can't quite get there.
So just getting some clarity here with the penalty box. Cameron Leslie, with the foul that he was called on, had to stay in for 2 tries or 2 minutes. So we're just getting some clarification on if anyone can come back in, who can come back in.
So this will be an interesting play here because it'll be fascinating to see which player comes back on. They're just having a discussion at the moment, Quentin and Liam.
It's not often that a flagrant foul is called in a game.
So Liam just working out what's going on here as Leslie and Barton Coots just have a bit of a discussion with Liam. So great camaraderie between the referees and the players at this level of this sport. It's always been the case right across whatever tournament they're at, wherever it may be.
All right, Cody for the inbound for New Zealand.
So Everson now has the pass. So now Canada have possession of the ball and they will go over for the points. It's Whitehead that gets the points. So Leslie now has possession for New Zealand. He'll try his best to get out of that key. Gives it nicely across, but it's intercepted by Maroa. Canada trying their best. The Kiwi coach is out of his box and trying to question a couple of things. And a call has been made. But a little timeout will take place just in front of us.
So New Zealand just wanting some clarification on that technical challenge there as to whether we would bring the players back on court or not. So we'll just sort through that and get back into play.
So the Kiwis just having a bit of a board meeting to my left-hand side, and the Canadians just having a bit of a chat in the middle of the court. This is day number 1 of the Wheelchair Rugby Championships, the Fierce 4 Rugby Championships here at the Sydney Olympic Park Sports Centre. A big thank you to GIO and ISC and the military for all their sponsorship and involvement. It's great to have some of the members from those organisations here today in attendance. We hope you're enjoying the coverage. John O'Farr and Emma Stewart in commentary here this afternoon, and we've got a terrific game coming up. It's the final game on day number 1 between the Gladiators, who were the silver medalists last year, taking on the Victoria Protect Thunder. And then, of course, day 2 starts remarkably well with Japan going up against New Zealand. That'll be a terrific contest to see. Last year's gold medalists take on the bronze medalists from 2016. So some great international flavour to kick off day number 2 here of 4 in this Wheelchair Rugby Championships, all thanks to GIO. Terrific contest here so far between Canada and New Zealand. 18-13 in favour of the Canadians. It's just over 5 minutes to go in this first half and second quarter. It's a very young side, this Kiwi side. A lot of players born around that mid-80s range.
You're calling me young?
Of course I'm calling you young. I'd take young every day of the week.
91 model over here.
Never, ever.
What are you? Do you 70s or something?
70s, God bless you. 1981, I was
Just giving you a check.
turned up into the world. Some days I feel 50, but there we go. Very young side, this Kiwi side, and they'll certainly miss Barney Conifera-Fisi in 2017. He's been a dominant player at this level for so many levels. I know you have witnessed Barney firsthand in your refereeing duties, Em?
Yeah, sure have, and he's an astounding player. Very hungry, very, very hungry in play, which is really great to see in this sport. Really brings you back to the murder ball reference.
Yeah, it certainly does.
He's certainly out to get it. He'll do whatever it takes. So, yeah, shame to not see him so much this, these last few years.
Yeah, he's played a dominant role in that, but there's been so many great young talents to come through. Hayden Barton-Coots is one that comes to mind. Maya Ummire just battling their way through the grades, and Clayton Utia, terrific young talent, from Clayton. He was named in the Wheel Black side for the Ken Sowden Cup earlier in the contest. So, he's been in that national side for a little while, Hayden and Clayton. So, terrific stuff. And Hayden, he's a bit of a fan of poker.
Yeah, right.
Loves his poker, Hayden. So
have to watch out for the star this week.
So hopefully he's lucky with his poker. But, terrific players right across that side. And one player that's really impressing me with his work in defence, and you probably would have seen a little bit of Robert Hewitt. He was a Wheel Blacks member in 2017, and he turns 33 on August the 10th of this year. So an advanced happy birthday to Robert. But he's been really great in these opening two terms in defence, just sort of creating opportunities inside that forward key for the Kiwis.
Yeah, quite impressive there. Also noticed on the Canadian side, number 8, Mike Whitehead. It's impressive to see Canada live. There's not been many games that I've had the privilege to referee or to witness or commentate on, for that matter, with the Canadian side. So certainly good to see them here today and for this tournament. And again, the New Zealand team, Maya, very impressive this game so far. Leslie with the high points for New Zealand as well.
You speak of Mike Whitehead. He made his debut in 2002. He turns 42 this year, and he's been at 3 Paralympic Games in Athens, Beijing, and of course London in 2012, which you spent a bit of time at. How was that experience?
Oh, I didn't make the... we were there for 2012 games, and unfortunately didn't get a chance to do a Canadian game, so I didn't really see much of them. And with our schedule too, as an international ref, it was pretty busy to then be able to get much viewing into. So yeah, very impressed with Mike, and you can definitely tell he's a senior player. Very smart and very patient, it seems, through play, waiting for the right opportunity. So we're just dealing with the correct technical of what's occurred a few minutes ago. We've brought in Stan, who's our head international referee, so that we ensure that the correct calls have been made. Just a bit of a technical one in regards to the 2 players being serving their penalties, one being a disqualifying foul and the following a holding foul. So we're just making sure that the correct play has been made. As you can see, this game, 18-13, it could go any which way, so we really want to ensure to have this down pat, and we'll be back very soon.
So one of the players that's been really impressive is Fabian Lavoie in the number 11 jersey for Canada. Rio was his 4th appearance at a Paralympics. A wonderful record. He's been a dominant player for Canada so far. So this is a side that could really challenge a lot of the international teams, and be great against some of the state sides, because they play that really forward attacking type of wheelchair rugby. They've just got that size in Maroa and of course Whitehead. So interesting to see how they go against some of the other teams. Their next game on the card for Team Canada will be tomorrow, and it'll be the third game, in fact the fourth game on the card. They'll take on Victoria Protect Thunder. So we saw them in their last contest. So that was a great game against Japan, a fantastic challenge against Victoria Protect Thunder and against Japan. And that'll be the fourth game tomorrow. So Team Canada, a bit of a rest after this one. And then, of course, they play the last game on day 2 against the Suncorp Queensland Cyclones. So they battle there. And then the Kiwis, they're in the opening contest tomorrow. So they'll get one game off today and then up nice and early at that 10 o'clock start when they battle the gold medalists from 2016 in Japan. So we hope you're enjoying day 1 so far of the Wheelchair Rugby Championships as the referees just sort out their issues and technical standby. So it's a great sport, wheelchair rugby. We hope you're enjoying what you've seen so far on this opening day. Of course, it was a win earlier in the day to the Gladiators by 20 points, 66-46, and then a terrific contest we saw with the Victorian side. That was a wonderful particular game we saw against Japan. They really challenged them, the Victoria Protect Thunder. It's just really the strength of Japan that got them over the line on that particular occasion. We're almost back for a start here in this contest. We're midway through the second period, 5:52 to go in this second term.
So what we've had here is we're just going to replay from the play earlier. So both the New Zealand players are back in the box. We've turned back the clock about 10 seconds, and the previous score has been taken off from New Zealand. We're all in agreement. 17-13 the score will be.
So the play continues as there's still a few more debates sideline. Cody Everson now has possession. He's going up against Moroa. Everson battling on that line, and the holding call has been given. So Moroa will now spend some time in the box. And Cameron Leslie in that box again. So Moroa now will have possession from the sideline. Whitehead has the ball. Nice play close to the line. They're just taking their time here, the Canadians. Rolling through, and the points are there with 31 seconds left on that shot clock. So they go to 18-13 with 5.5 to go in this second term, just before half-time as Cameron Leslie's back on the court. He tries to give the ball to Whitehead. Whitehead intercepts and gets the points. So now the margin goes to 6, 19-13. Good work from Everson. Everson to Barton Coots. Coots now plays the ball. Plays it over the top. Beautifully weighted to Cameron Leslie. Leslie pops the pass over the top. Couple of bounces. Everson picks it up and Otis gets the points. So 19-14, the margin back to 5.
Jono, we've just had an equipment here. Cameron Leslie blowing that tyre on that last impact. So we get a new tyre.
So plenty of changes in the tyre department. I know Shimakawa in that game against Victoria, he was having 1,000 changes of the wheels. And of
Matt
course,
Lewis as well had a fair few changes.
Yeah, Bomber Lewis had 1,000 wheel changes as well. So yeah, it's...
Sure putting the mechanics to work this weekend.
I think for the stats in that opening game between New South Wales and Queensland, I don't think there was a tyre change. So interesting development we've seen in the last couple of games as Caldwell has the ball for Canada. And Caldwell will score points. Cody Caldwell. So Everson now has the ball back in possession to Cameron Leslie. Turns 27 this year.
Also a Paralympic swimmer, world record holder Cameron Leslie for New Zealand.
Plays the ball to Coots. Nice pass back in field, but it's been intercepted by Caldwell, and Canada are on the charge here. In fact, that's Trevor Hirschfield that's got the ball. So the ball will come back to the referees.
Bit of dirty hands from Hayden there, number 6, New Zealand. So he'll spend a minute in the box or until the next try. We'll also have a substitution here. And a timeout. Timeout to the New Zealand squad.
So they'll take a couple of seconds just to regroup. And it looks like a couple of changes here for the Canadians. The number 7 comes on in Byron Green. Still going with Travis Maroa in the 2.
It's really great to see that they're getting the good rotation, keeping the boys fresh. Men and women, I should say, in this game. It's great to see that we've got some females playing the game also this game and throughout this week from most of the teams. Unfortunately, Robin from WA hasn't made it over, which is a shame, but she's also quite an elite hand cyclist, so she'd be getting ready for her next event. Yeah, she's doing some amazing things, if Facebook's any guide, because some of the posts that she's been displaying and just some of the athletic work that she's been doing the last couple of years, really fine-tuning her skills and getting some fantastic results. So it's great to see Robin doing particularly well in another sport. Yeah, absolutely. She's blessed to have a father who's a very advanced trainer that helps her with her physical progression, being that she has cerebral palsy. It's great that she's getting that movement through her mind and body. It's really excellent to see. So the work now is with Canada, and it's Troutman that has the possession of the ball. Brandon Troutman. He tries to get around one. He tries to get around Everson, now around Leslie. Great aggression there from Leslie. And Leslie just knocks it out of the possession. So Brandon Troutman, a product of the Edmonton Steel Wheels, and he's also played wheelchair basketball as well. So a bit of a dual international in Troutman in the 24. A new player on the court. So Maroa in the 2 and Caldwell in the 9. And then 7 is Byron Green. So the ball comes back inbound, and Caldwell will have possession for Canada and get the goal. Now goes to 21-14. Hayden from New Zealand now back on the court, so 4-on-4 in play. Bring the ball up through the middle. He's got a great push, Hayden. He's quite fast when he wants to be. Great work there from Coots, and he pushes it nicely to Leslie. And Leslie plays it beautifully. So now it's 21-15, just over 4 to go before half-time. This has been a terrific contest between these two international sides. Look at Maroa going up the middle, bouncing nicely, gives the ball across court. Chance here now, and Troutman gets the points. Everson to inbound, looking for an opportunity here now. Who's he got? He's got Rolton in 9. But he'll go to Leslie in 2. Leslie couldn't quite stable. So Leslie has another fall there. Great pressure there from number 2, Travis Moreau from Canada. Cameron not quite able to keep himself up. So we'll have a substitution here from New Zealand. Travis Moreau, he calls Vancouver home now. And he'll turn 34 this year. Born in the George Orwell year of 1984. All these references to birthday, Jono. It's just yours on the weekend, wasn't it? Correct. It was. Sunday just gone. There you go. The young 36. I'll take it every day of the week. So, you know, it was a fantastic day, and I do share the day with my mum. So, happy birthday to her as well. Nice possession play there from Maroa as we get back to the live action. Ball plays back in field. Good work from Troutman. He'll go backwards to go forwards. So the points are there, 22-15. So a lot of stoppages with the clock here. And Amaya has the ball. Amaya, one of the rising stars, female stars in wheelchair rugby. Pass was to Leslie, but couldn't quite make the connection on that particular occasion. Very quick hands there from the Canadian defence. So they're really applying the pressure. They lead it by 8 points, 23-15. So we've just had a contact warning for Canada. So they get 1 per half, and Canada's now had theirs for this first half.
So Amaya with the ball, gives it in field to Robert Hewitt. Hewitt will play the ball and couldn't quite get possession there. Away. So a bit of a lull in this game. It seems to have slowed down a little bit in terms of points. But maybe that's just a bit of opening day nerves for both of these sides, especially this Team Canada side who are making their debut in this tournament. And I think they'll probably go well against the likes of the Gladiators and Japan. They were 4th in international rankings below Japan. They won silver at the 2012 London Games. They didn't quite medal in Rio. They lost the bronze game to Japan, 52-50, a thrilling contest in Rio. Ball comes across to Amai, onto Hewitt. Hewitt will play the possession straight up the line. Nicely played over the halfway line. Good pass over to Leslie. And Leslie will go through for the easiest of goals.
There we are, Brendan back on court as well from that previous foul. And he'll take the inbound for Canada.
So the ball comes back in field. Maroa now. Nice pass from Troutman. Maroa will go up the line. Good work there from Byron Green. And it goes across. Maroa has the points. Caldwell did well in those final stages. Now Maya Amai has possession. Gives the ball across to Leslie. Leslie trying to battle through traffic. The Canadians doing well. Troutman doing his best to try to get possession. And the
bit of a sneaky hand back in the box within a minute. Number 24, Brendan Troutman for Canada.
So Troutman will go courtside, and just in front of us, possession will continue as Amaya takes it over. A relation of the NRL star, Benji Marshall, of course, who played for the Tigers and the Dragons. And she's a dominant force for Kiwi wheelchair rugby as she gets possession from Robert Hewitt. Amaya just battles through the middle, has Leslie on the side there. What will she do? She'll go straight up the middle. Great work there. Terrific blocking from Hewitt. Nice work from Amaya. Amaya gives it back in field to Leslie. Leslie now goes at the line. He's got some work to do. He's got to get around Caldwell. That'll be a hard task. Now Maroa's coming in and giving possession. Gives the ball nicely. Oh, that's a terrific pass to Robert Hewitt. Well done, Cameron Leslie. And Hewitt goes over for another goal. 24-16, the margin 8, with 2:44 to go before half-time in this contest. And just another hold-up as the Canadians will take it now through Troutman. Troutman's back on court after spending some time on the sideline.
A lot of stoppage in play here with equipments and the like through this game. A few tyres blowing through this game, Canada versus New Zealand. But fortunately, we've got our handymen and handy women on the sideline ready to lock and load these guys back in play.
Is that maybe a case because it's an international game rather than a state game?
Yeah, absolutely. The intensity's there. The hits are hard. There's a lot of strength on this court. Has been for the whole game. It's really intense. May not seem that way, but when you get in the chair, you'll know how it feels. Nice possession there to Caldwell. Good pass from Aroa. Caldwell goes up the middle of the court, tries to go around Leslie, goes around Amaya. Here comes Rolton in defence, can't quite get it. Hewitt does his best, and the goal is scored there to the Canadians. So Caldwell, the scorer on that occasion. Amaya gives a nice pass to Leslie. Leslie just rotates around beautifully, tries to battle his way around, moves it nicely, past Troutman. Good work from Leslie, smashes past, uses Amai beautifully, and Robert Hewitt goes back-to-back with his goals. Smart play there, continuing to wait for the right time, Cameron Leslie, on that release pass. Really great to see.
So nice pass across to Troutman. Troutman will play possession. He'll give the ball across nicely to Maroa. Maroa takes it up, Travis Maroa, and the number 2 past Leslie, goes past Hewitt in the 7 and picks up the points. So 25-18 becomes 26-18 with just over 2 to play before half time. So a lot of stoppages in this contest has really slowed down this quarter. Amai gives the ball across to Leslie. Nice pass back into Amai. Amai doing her best to get through some traffic. Good pass over the top. Leslie did particularly well. He keeps the ball alive. Brilliant work from Hewitt, terrific stuff there from the Kiwis. They apply the pressure and Leslie picks up the points. Great team goal to the Kiwis. They're starting to get themselves back in this. 26 plays, 19.
Jono, we've just had a contact before the whistle, and because Canada was in possession and they were the ones initiating, we now have a change in direction. So it'll be New Zealand's ball and a substitution here as well.
So the substitution is Cody Everson coming on. And it'll be Gavin Rolton that goes to the sideline for a breather. Little Otis, terrific young player, Cody Everson. He was born in Christchurch and he celebrates his birthday on the 20th of August. And he's a massive fan of the cheeseburger from McDonald's.
He's also got a bit of cheek to him too.
Oh, doesn't he what? He'll play the ball nicely, Canada. And Troutman will have possession. Amai battling well there. But Brandon Troutman picks up the win on that occasion and the points. He's been known to post a few things on social media about his desire for cheeseburgers at all hours of the day. Little Otis, Cody Everson. Nice play to Amai. Will get possession and Leslie goes hard.
Bit of a hit to the head there.
So he falls just in front of us here. Let's hope everything's okay with Leslie. Maroa wasn't too happy about that particular play. It sort of went wrong for him very quickly, and he'll spend some time in the box on the sideline for that. So they're down to 3, the Canadians. And Troutman
brushing that off there.
Troutman, Caldwell, and the number 7 in green. So they'll play it nicely. Leslie again getting involved, but Troutman does his best. He has possession. Can he get it away? He can. He's done particularly well there, Brandon Troutman. Troutman goes up the middle. Terrific work from him. Finds his way through some traffic, battles nicely. The former wheelchair basketball star now doing himself proud. He scored plenty of points for the Edmonton Steel Wheels, and he adds to Caldwell's tally as Cody Caldwell gets the points on that occasion. 28 points to 20. Just over a minute to go in this contest, in this first half. Terrific international battle. It's been a great battle, the first of our international battles in terms of both sides battling it out. And of course, we start tomorrow, 10 o'clock here at the Sports Centre with Japan going up against New Zealand. That'll be a terrific contest between those two international sides, the gold medalist and the bronze medalist. Japan v New Zealand. Make sure you come back to the Sports Centre for that one. 10 a.m. tomorrow as Amai got a nice pass. Plenty of speed up mid-court. And the points come for the Kiwis, 28 to 21. Just under a minute to go before half-time. It's been a real struggle here this second term. Cody Caldwell got the pass from Aroa. Caldwell doing particularly well close to that sideline. Needs to get it away. Can't quite find Troutman, and Maroa went for the ball, but Amai prevented any more progression from Travis Maroa. Terrific player, Travis. Born in 1983, so he celebrates birthday number 34 in 2017 from Vancouver now. Nice little place above Seattle on the map. Ball goes to Everson. Gives it nicely to Amai. Amai just doing her best to get out of that. Great work from Amai. Terrific pass. Cameron Leslie picks it up on the half volley. Goes around the Canadian defence in Caldwell and picks up the points. So 28 plays 22. 6 points the margin. 28 seconds here. We've got a great second half coming up, Em.
It's incredible. It's really great play this first half. And he appears that he was over the line, so it will be New Zealand's ball from the side.
So this will be a great opportunity to get that margin down to 5 just before half-time, which could really bring them back into this contest.
Yeah, well done to New Zealand there, the pressure there, making that probably come through.
Amai gives the pass back in field to Leslie. Leslie just pushing away nicely, having some battles with Maroa at the moment in the 2. Leslie, it's 2v2, and again Leslie goes down. Wow.
Loving the back of his chair, it would seem. Another spin. Who have we got to the box?
Travis Maroa.
Travis Maroa to the box again with the spin on Cameron Leslie. I think Cam's going to need a nice ice bath tonight and maybe a good massage or physio.
So he'll be back on 2 wheels now, which is good. So he'll be hopefully here for the game against Japan, which kicks off day 2 of the Fierce 4 Rugby Championships, all thanks to GIO here at the Sydney Olympic Park Sports Centre. We hope you can join us for day 2 as well as all the other days, day 3 and 4. Very exciting as we play for medals, as Leslie now battles his way through. Just goes at the line, tries to get possession, holds up the clock, slows it down, doing his best, only a second to go. Half time, very, very close, and gets the points. So the margin goes back to 5, 28-23 is Canada. They won't have much time. They give the ball to Maroa. And that is half time, ladies and gentlemen. Here, this is a terrific contest between New Zealand and Canada. At half time, it's the Canadians by 5, 28-23. So we're back underway here for this third term in this dramatic clash between the New Zealanders and the Canadians. And it's 28-23 in favour of Canada. So we're just about to start the third term. John O'Farr and Emma Stewart in commentary here for this clash. Ball goes across nicely from Maya, but it's been intercepted by Whitehead. And Canada will get the points on that occasion. So they now take their lead back to that 6 points, 29-23. Now Maya will have possession for New Zealand. So we hope you're enjoying the coverage of day one of the Wheelchair Rugby Nationals here live from the Sydney Olympic Park Sports Centre. 4 days of contests. We're here for 3. And then, of course, we go across to the brand new Netball Centre next door. The contest was there last year for 3 exciting days, which culminated in Japan and New South Wales battling it out for a wonderful gold medal. So a great venue for day 4 of the championships. Nice little pass inbound for Canada. It can't quite find the play from Lavoie, and Maya takes it up the middle. Great work there from Hewitt again in defence, and Maya goes through for an easy try. So New Zealand getting themselves back in this contest. The margin back to 5, 29-24, and Caldwell will have possession of the ball. Nice pass infield to Lavoie. Lavoie has the ball, takes it up court, goes around Maya. Nice work across field, gives it nicely to Caldwell. Caldwell gives it across to Lavoie. Lavoie tries to find some space, and Whitehead goes through for the points. Terrific stuff. So you may see a new number out there for Canada, and it's the number 3, Kristen Cameron. She's been at 2 Paralympic Games in London and recently in Rio, and she's the niece of Dave Cameron. For those NHL fans out there, he's now the assistant coach of the Calgary Flames and was former head coach of the Ottawa Senators. So a great sporting family for the Camerons. So Kristen just out there in the number 3 jumper for Canada. She's trying to battle her way through. Possession is now in the favour of New Zealand. Barton Coots, look at the big man go at the line. Charging forward. Battling his way through around Caldwell. Brilliant stuff from Maya. The big push, the pass. And Maya gets the points. Oh, this is terrific stuff, Em. Great contest so far between these 2 international sides.
Absolutely fantastic. And what a way to kick off the second half. Contact warning made within a minute, just to show the intensity on and off ball and live in play and not. So, and here we have another mechanical issue with our mechanic from Canada. Equipment manager Tim. We've got a whole crew from Canada. It's what you get with international test events.
Always good. The Japanese did it last year. They were rotating their players heavily through the 3 days and then finalised that team lineup when they went for gold. Good work here from Caldwell. Battles up the middle, but Cody Everson prevents any further traffic going up. Kristen Cameron working well in defence at the moment, playing her role.
We have a timeout here called by Cody Caldwell from Canada. Just caught up there in the back half.
So the Kiwis just having a bit of a board meeting mid-court, and the Canadians will just go back to the bench. So Whitehead now comes on for Canada. Lavoie retains his spot as well as Cameron and Caldwell in the 11, 3 and 9 jumpers. Mike Whitehead going up hard in the 8 jersey. Picks it up nicely. Goes for the try. Terrific stuff there from Canada. And Team Canada now back to that 6-point margin, 31-25. Just under 7 to play in this third term. Nice play from Barton Coots, battling his way through nicely to Maya. Maya battling, going over that halfway line, tries to work. Great work from Rob Hewitt in defence, and it creates the gap and the opportunity for Maya. So now Canada on the rebound.
great speed there, Myra. She's really increased her speed. It's really very impressive to see.
Whitehead does well, has possession. Great blocking from Kristen Cameron. Whitehead again blocking from Kristen Cameron, keeping Barton Coots out. That's a great goal. Terrific stuff from Lavoie. And Fabian Lavoie for the Canadians picks up the points, 32-26. That margin back to 6. Amai gets a nice pass from Hewitt. Pass in field. Now Amai looking for possession. Finds Hewitt on the fly, but Coots comes through just in front of our broadcast position. Hewitt has the ball. Terrific stuff from Barton Coots. Hewitt did particularly well. He says, I'm here. Come at me. Barton Coots now bouncing away over the halfway line. Plays the possession well, and Rob Hewitt gets the pass and the try. Terrific stuff from the Kiwis. Turning it on here at the Sports Centre. So now, Caldwell, ball inbound. Lavoie now battles his way through. Lavoie, nice little overpass. Goes to Caldwell, finds Whitehead on the one. Bounce! Can't quite get him. Pass went short, the pressure was applied, and the Kiwis come on top with that misplay from the Canadians.
Great pressure from the New Zealand team there, forcing the pass from Canada.
So they're down by 5 at the moment, the Canadians, the New Zealanders rather. And we'll go to Everson, who'll go inbound. Short little pass. Unfortunately, Whitehead just used his height there to get the better over Coots. Ball comes across. Now to Caldwell. Caldwell settles down. Bounces it once, keeps the ball alive. It's important to keep that ball alive. Gives it to Lavoie. Fabian Lavoie now. He'll charge at the line. Tries to get possession. Goes around one. Brilliant work from Whitehead in at defence. Now the pass across court. He's coming, you would think. Lavoie has the pass. Goes nicely. Lavoie goes over the top. Gives it to Whitehead. Terrific stuff. Mike Whitehead gets the points. And Canada go further in front. So terrific stuff from Mike Whitehead. And now the play continues as Barton Coots is on the charge. The poker king goes at the line. Gives the pass across. One bounce. Amai brilliantly positioned. And terrific stuff from her. Picks up more points. Now it goes across back in field to Mike Whitehead, who debuted over 15 years ago for Canada. Nice pass across. Caldwell. Cody Caldwell now inside the attacking key. Will have an opportunity to go at the line. What can he do? Have possession of the ball. Gives it back to Lavoie. Lavoie now tries to go at the line. Pops the smart pass over, and Caldwell gets the points. And the Canadians, they go back to that 6-point margin. 34-28, 4:39. What do the Kiwis have to do here, Em, to stay in it?
They're going to have to pull something out. Maybe a mix-up in who's on court, perhaps, or just pull something out of there, because Canada certainly continued to push through this first quarter of the second half.
Hewitt has possession, gives it nicely to Barton Coots. Coots just slowing down the clock. So much control from Hayden. Great stuff. Cody Everson just floating around, just coming up with an opportunity. Meyer with the block. Still with Barton Coots, just battling his way through. Can't quite get it. Kristen Cameron with the steal. She goes close to the line. It looks like a change here for New Zealand, so...
Sure enough, they're mixing the court. Number 5 now making his debut for this
Clayton
game.
Clayton
Utia and Cameron Leslie coming back for the New Zealand side.
So, Leslie, who's had a few falls.
Clayton gave him a bit of a rest for this second
so
half.
they should have. He's had a number of falls. Clayton Utia takes the court, so he's the fresh man on. So a bit of a change up there. Hewitt, Everson, Utia and Leslie are the 4 for New Zealand.
And Canada too, facing with a few new fresh faces.
So Delby has the possession now. He takes the ball up. Gives it nicely over the top. Lavoie tries to get it, tried to fend it back in, but couldn't quite get it. Ran out a bit of room there. It's good to see Britt Mayer on the court as well. He's back in the 44 jumper. So now Utia has the pass in field to Leslie, and the Blonde Bombers go at it. Leslie, beautiful work from Cody Everson in defence. Played it nicely, still with Leslie. Great work now from Rob Hewitt. Brilliant blocking from him. Now Hewitt still doing some work there. And Everson getting involved as well. As Leslie just has possession of that ball. Interesting little tussle here, Em, between these two international sides as we're 3:40 away from three-quarter time.
Absolutely. It's a nice tight match here. The boys and girls here certainly showing their skills here today at Sydney Olympic Park. So
Utia has the ball, gives it to Leslie. Leslie takes on the line. Brilliant stuff from Hewitt. Geez, he's strong at that line. Plays possession close to the line. Now Leslie has it. Delby's doing his best. So too is Britt Mayer in the 44. But Leslie will take it up. Create the gap nicely by Hewitt. And the possession goes the way of New Zealand and the points go the way as well. So Lavoie now has possession for Canada. Gives it nicely across and infield to Hirschfield. Hirschfield back to Lavoie. Lavoie goes straight into Cody Everson.
Big offensive hit there.
Lavoie plays it well. Goes at the line. Great work there from Britt Mayer in defence. And it creates the opportunity for Fabian Lavoie. So he scores points there. 35-29. Just over 3 to play before three-quarter time. Plays the pass across field. Leslie has possession of the ball. Straight up the middle. Great work from Clayton Utia in defence. He tries to go around one. Finds Delby. Now Britt Mayer comes involved. But Leslie again another fall.
It's like he's got a magnet there.
So
another fall.
That's got to be about number 7 or 8 fall, I think, from my memory in this game.
Fortunately, he's a resilient man.
So he'll be back on 2 wheels, hopefully, in no time at all.
So number 10, Trevor, the captain for Canada, serving a penalty there for a spin.
So Hirschfield
is dangerous, so that's why we have it in play.
Hirschfield will spend some time. So as we take a look at the scores, 12-9 and then 28-3. They're the first 2 scores, first and second term, and it's now 35-29. And the scores go there to the Kiwis on that particular occasion. So now New Zealand through Canada through Hirschfield. Throws the ball in field. Lavoie now takes on the line. Lavoie goes hard and goes over the halfway. Pretty easy try there for Fabian Lavoie.
Each player matching up well with their equal or close to pointers.
This will be a great game between Japan and New Zealand tomorrow. Really looking forward to this contest, and I'm looking forward to see Canada in their next contest tomorrow. Ball's battled nicely. They'll take on Victoria next. Play beautiful away to Cameron Leslie, and he gets the points. So Leslie just getting involved there. Hirschfield now with the ball, looking for possession. Has Delby there in the 31, finds him. So Delby now plays the ball. Matt Delby still on possession, has Leslie. Goes Hail Mary over the top, tries to find Britt Mayer and does. And Mayer will go through for the points and the try. So now 36-31 becomes 37-31 with just over 2 to play. This game has really been dragging out, but I think it's been the tightness and the toughness of this contest that's really proved the difference as Rob Hewitt has the ball for New Zealand. A couple of bounces to keep the ball alive. Goes inside the attacking half. Tries his way to get through. Battles the ball to Leslie. Nice play to Cameron Leslie. Goes hard at the line. Battles. Utia did well in defence there.
Bit of dirty hands there. So we've got the penalty goal there for Cameron Leslie for New Zealand.
So the margin goes back to 6, 37-31. Canada inbound with the pass. Nice work to Delby. Matt Delby trying his best to get through some traffic. Has the ball over the top. Finds Lavoie. Fabian Lavoie goes at the line, trying to battle around Cameron Leslie, but can't. And a timeout called for Canada. So a change there, it may seem. So a sub call comes up from referee Liam. But Caldwell will come back onto the court. So Caldwell onto the court there, and Moroa, he comes back on and he has possession. Moroa goes at the line. Whitehead's trying to charge there, but Hayden Barton-Coots says, not on my watch. So the play will continue. Everson gives the ball back in field. Leslie, nice play there from Cam Leslie. Good defensive work from Everson, rather. Battles around one. Rolton doing his best in play support role.
Tight there in that first half, so the timeout called for Cameron Leslie from New Zealand.
So we'll play possession and we go back to the timeout. So the Kiwis have a bit of a board meeting in Coots, Everson, Rolton and Leslie. And the Canadians in the middle of the court, they have a bit of a board meeting as well. Whitehead's been strong. So too Travis Moroa in the 2. Caldwell, he's been dominant in that 9 jumper. Real battle for Canada. They're making their debut in this particular tournament, so it's wonderful to have Team Canada involved in the 2017 Fierce 4 Rugby Championships. Great to have your attendance here at the Sydney Olympic Park Sports Centre as well. This is day 1. We hope you can join us for day 2, 3 and 4, which will be over the next 4 days here at Homebush. Of course, finals day, Saturday, will be at the new Netball Centre, adjacent to the Sports Centre. It's been a couple of years, 2 years since wheelchair rugby's been here at the State Sports Centre. Pass over there from Leslie, nice work to Everson, and Everson will get the points. So the Kiwis, they just get back in it with a 5-point difference, 38-33 with just over a minute to play in this third term. A terrific game. It's been going at a frenetic pace this third term in comparison to the opening 2. Nice pass across to Hirschfield. Hirschfield gives it back to Moroa. Moroa tries to battle around Gavin Rolton. Goes down the line. Great work from Moroa. Moroa battling line. And he'll go over. Just soak up some time. About 53 seconds to go. And he'll get the points. So, Em, how do you see this final minute going for Canada and New Zealand?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Only 6 points, the difference in this game, with just under a minute remaining. Cameron Leslie pushing it up the field.
Nice work from Leslie. Good pass in field to Barton-Coots. Coots just goes at the line, tries to battle around a couple. Brilliant work from Cody Everson. Terrific stuff from Otis. Coots, the poker king. Now he tries to go at the line. Just inside that attacking half. Leslie's on the right-hand side. So too Everson, but he'll go the Rolton side, the left. Nice pass across the top, intercepted here by Canada. Have they got enough time? 13 seconds on the clock. A real battle here with Whitehead and Coots. Whitehead going at the line. Coots trying to battle. Whitehead soaking up time. Gets the goal. 6 seconds to go, just. So the margin goes back to 7 points. It's 40-33 in favour of Canada in the shadows of three-quarter time. Coots has the ball in possession. Nice pass over the top. Gives it to Leslie, just soaking up the clock. 3 seconds to go. Leslie, can they get points? New Zealand, vital ones. They need it. Can't find Everson in the key. And that is three-quarter time in this terrific clash between Team Canada and New Zealand. Three-quarter time, it's 40-33 Canada. They lead by 7 at three-quarter time. We'll take a break and have a exciting final quarter here of this contest between Team Canada and New Zealand. Okay, so here we go for this final term. Final term in this Canada and New Zealand contest. So we're back into it as Moeroa now will have possession for Canada. He'll try to get his way in there. Nice little work there from Lavoie in defence. Terrific stuff there as Byron Green goes onto the court for Canada. So nicely played by Coots. Coots tries to battle his way through. So Maya, Cody Everson, Hayden Barton Coots, and Rob Hewitt are the 4 for New Zealand. And it is Shane Smith, in fact, in the 25. Shane Smith, so he's new onto the court for Canada. In the number 7 jumper is Byron Green. Moeroa in the 2 and Fabian Lavoie in 11. So they're your 4 for Canada. So now Smith will have his first touch of the ball in this contest. Nice little pass back in field to Moeroa. Travis Moeroa now tries to go at the line, battles around Hayden Barton Coots. Good work there. It's hard to get around him. Good work there from Smith in the key. Terrific over the head pass, but it's been intercepted. It goes into open space. Meyer, if she can control this, this will be a terrific goal. Hayden Barton Coots coming up the flank, creates an opposition. And that's terrific stuff from Meyer. The Kiwis turning it on here, Em.
Absolutely. Some great play there. Great defence into this last quarter. So the score now, 41 Canada, New Zealand 34.
Green gives it to Moeroa. Plays possession over the top. Tries to find some way through. Finding holes there. Green now trying to play a role in defence. Gives it back to Lavoie. Lavoie now pops the pass over the top. No, he'll go himself. Thought he was going to go there. Had Smith on that flank. And now Amaya has the ball. Nice little tall pass to Coots. Barton Coots goes at the line. HBC, the poker king. Nice pass to Amaya. And Maya gets another try for the Kiwis to add to her tally. 42-35, the margin back to 7 points. As Green gives it to Moeroa. Moeroa battling away hard and fast, straight up the middle, trying to find possession. Gives it nicely to Lavoie. Lavoie tries to find Smith. Smith goes at the line. He'll get first points. So terrific stuff from Shane Smith for Canada. Wonderful player, Shane Smith. He's a Toronto local and he speaks 2 languages, French and English, and he was a big campaigner in the No Limits hashtag campaign. So terrific stuff there from Shane Smith. Nice pass from Meyer. Sees HBC get involved and Meyer combines beautifully. What about the combinations between Meyer and Coots here, Em?
Absolutely incredible. They can read one another. They already know what's going on. It's beautiful to see.
So Canada inbound the pass back in field to Lavoie. Lavoie looking for an opportunity. Tries to find some opportunities now. Gives the pass away. Smith on the half volley. Does his best to control things. Slows it down a little bit. Now Smith goes hard at the line. Tries to get the ball away now to Lavoie. Lavoie goes back one way, then goes back another. Pops the pass across and Smith goes back-to-back with goals. So the margin now back to that 8 points, 44-36, just over 5 and a bit to go in this contest between Canada and New Zealand. Good pass from HBC, good work from Hewitt there. And passes to Amaya. Amaya with the goal there. So Clayton Utia now comes to the bench. Looks as though he'll be to get a bit of game time as well, which will be a great addition for the Kiwis. Interesting to see who makes their way off the court for Utia. Looks like it's going to be
Bit of a bloodlet situation here, so we've just got the players going to their benches while we get that sorted.
So Everson and Hewitt will go back to benches, and Maya just receiving some treatment on the hand.
I must say, Shane Smith, who's just come on in this last period of the game, is quite impressive. Couple of tries in these last few minutes as well. So Maya will take a substitution here, and Clayton Utai substituting for her for the New Zealand team.
So this will
just getting the blood kit sorted here. Just had a bit of a cut or something. Bit
of a spill of the claret.
Yeah.
So Maya, great addition to the sport.
Must have had a bit of contact there to...
Yeah, it looks as though she's just getting a bit of treatment on that hand at the moment. So the Kiwis and the Canadians, again, they just take a time out. Wonderful to have Team Canada involved in the Nationals here. As we take a look at the schedule for tomorrow, it's a great amount of games. We've got Japan taking on the Kiwis in the opening contest, followed by Victoria taking on Queensland. Game 3 is the Gladiators in Japan. Canada, their first game tomorrow is against Victoria. New Zealand take on the Gladiators, and then Canada round off day 2 against the Cyclones. So we go back to the middle, and Moeroa now has possession. We've got about 5.5 to go. So the margin now 7 points. Moeroa just battling his way through some traffic. Pops the pass across to Lavoie. Lavoie goes hard at the line. Has Green on the right-hand side, but goes across now to Smith. And Shane Smith has possession and gets the goal. Utia now. Clayton Utia plays the pass across to Hewitt. Rob Hewitt gives the ball across now to Utia. Clayton Utia, terrific fella. Named in the Wheel Black side for the Ken Sowden Cup. Nice pass across field to Hewitt, and Rob Hewitt now will take possession. He was born in Taoroa in 1984, and on August the 10th this year, he'll turn 33. He was a Wheel Blacks member in 2017. Ball comes across to Lavoie. Nice pass across field. Great work from Utia in defence. Here comes HBC, but can't quite get Lavoie. And the points come the way of Canada. So 46-38, 8 points the margin. Starting to really get out for the Canadians at the moment, Emma.
Yeah, it would seem that way. What have we got? 4:57 left in the game. And Canada now leading by 8. New Zealand has pulled their finger out a few times, though, in the last quarter. So we'll see. They've got that ferocious finesse about them. So they may be able to pull it and take this one home.
Speaking of pulling it, they need to do that between the two chairs.
Interesting equipment here.
Between Everson and Green for Canada and New Zealand.
I think Cody just wants some bromance, some bonding time with his Canadian friends.
He's certainly getting that at the moment as Cam Leslie comes to the sideline. So he's copped plenty of attention in this particular contest and had about 8 or 9 falls in the game, so we're okay there. We're
bit of an unusual one, that. I don't know if I've ever seen it so locked.
Yeah, I don't think that's a first for me as well. So Green and Everson now apart.
Some good bonding time spent with the boys.
So they'll go back to it. I'm sure there'll be plenty of bonding over the next couple of days here at the Homebush precinct.
They sure know how to do it. A bit of contact, a bit of fierce play.
Well, they do call it the Fierce 4 Rugby
That's
Championships. Right. So that's one of the reasons.
So we're going to have a substitution here, unfortunately, for the Canadian number 7. Byron Green substituting. And Cameron Leslie coming in as well from New Zealand.
So a great couple of changes there. Let's hope Leslie can stay on 2 wheels for at least the next 5 minutes. And so we're just about to resume play here as a couple of changes are being made for both sides. And it looks like HBC will take some time off.
So number 7 there, just damaged with that pick that happened, that bonding contact that happened just a minute ago. So he's had to substitute off and a new player in for him from Canada.
So that was Byron Green, the player in that particular case. And it looks like Matt Delby's on for him. So the play comes across court, goes nicely to Hewitt, back to Leslie. Leslie will just play it nicely around the turn. Goes at the line. Leslie tries to find the gap through and scores the points. So Leslie playing a great game so far for the Kiwis. Caldwell gives it on to Delby. Delby just battles at the line. Goes hard. Matt Delby, nice little pass over the top. Can he find Whitehead open? He can.
Beautiful pass there. Right over the top of the Kiwis.
Pretty to watch, 47-39. So we're 4.5 to go in this contest. It's been a thrilling one. Coming up next, we've got the silver medalists in the GIO New South Wales Gladiators taking on Victoria Protect Thunder. The Gladiators had a big win over the Queenslanders earlier in the day by 20 points. And Victoria battled with Japan. It was Japan getting the win there. So it'll be interesting to see if Victoria can get their first win of the tournament here in 2017. And can the Gladiators go back-to-back? So the ball goes to Caldwell. Caldwell now just trying his best on that halfway line. Battles Utia.
Utia now making it over with that 12 seconds.
Just getting inside that half. It's so vital to keep your eye on that clock and keep movement of the ball. Caldwell needs to get rid of it. Has possession of it. He could be called for holding here. Passes away. Nice work to Whitehead. Whitehead gives it back in field. Caldwell goes at the line. Terrific stuff from the Canadians. The ball goes across and they get the points.
Beautiful execution there from number 9, Cody Caldwell from Canada.
48-40 the score now. Utia inbounds it to Hewitt. Rob Hewitt now goes at the line. Tries to battle his way around. Does particularly well, Rob. Gives the ball in field. Nice work to Everson. Back to Utia. Terrific stuff here from Cameron Leslie now. They'll try and keep it alive, the Kiwis. What can they do inside that key? They've got Hewitt on the left. Everson straight up the middle. Trying to find some holes. Oh, Hewitt does particularly well. He's bumped the post.
Penalty goal there. So we had illegal use of hands and a penalty goal through to Cameron Leslie for New Zealand. A high scorer for this game and surely for the tournament.
Terrific stuff there from Rob Hewitt in defence. The ball goes down to Delby. Matt Delby now will have possession of the ball. Take it up nicely and he'll get the goal.
Beautiful long ball there from the Canadian side.
So the ball is now played inbound to Utia. He gives it on to Leslie. Delby battling there. Whitehead too. So too Caldwell. Plays it across court. Nicely played to Utia. Utia battles nicely over the top. Gives the pass away. Comes across nicely back inside to Caldwell. And Canada have possession and the goal. So Cody Caldwell gets the points. That brings up 50 of them for the Canadians. They lead it by 9 now. Oh, that's great work there from the Canadians reaching high. It was Whitehead that went high. Delby's gone low. And Cam Leslie is the perpetrator by the looks of it. Looks as though Delby's in a bit of trouble. So let's hope everything's okay there.
So we've had a hit and then Cameron's got him on the way down. So unfortunately it's a technical foul there from Cameron Leslie for New Zealand.
So Leslie to...
Don't think there was ill intention there, but unfortunately due to the fact that it was just unsafe. Who have we got on the floor here?
This is Cody Caldwell.
Cody Caldwell there on his way down already. Yep. So and Cameron Leslie chipping him down. So that contact to the ground was a bit more than what it would have been otherwise. So just a safety measure there.
A battle here now between Canada and New Zealand is really proving quite well. In fact, that was Mike Delby that's gone down.
Rightio, so Mike Delby down on the floor. Hard to tell when they're on the floor because you can't see their numbers.
Yeah, so just getting the numbers a little bit confused there. So Delby just receiving some attention on that left arm. Good to see Kristen Cameron out there for Canada in the 3. Now, it looks like there's been a couple of other changes because Lavoie is back on.
We're going to have a substitution.
So Delby goes off. Caldwell's on. And now it looks like Trevor Hirschfield is on for Canada in the 10. Ball inbounded nicely from Canada. Played away to Maroa. He's new on the court now, so a fresh face back there, or sort of fresh. Pass goes back in field nicely to Lavoie. Fabian Lavoie just soaking up the time. 2.5 left and 24 seconds left on that shot clock. Fabian Lavoie goes at the line and plays it pretty well. And he'll get the try on that occasion.
All four back on court, back on field of play now. Cameron Leslie back in for New Zealand.
So Northern Ontario, he calls home. Fabian Lavoie, and he's played in 4 Paralympic games from 04 to 08 to London in 12 and Rio in 16. Away goes Utia. Utia now just up the middle. Just great stuff from Clayton Utia. Terrific work from him. Oh, some individual brilliance from Clayton Utia. Take a bow. He was named in the wheeled black side for the Ken Sowden Cup earlier in the year, and that's a terrific effort there from the Kiwis. Clayton Utia just finding a gap straight up the middle. Looks like there's been a fall. Looks as though it's Lavoie that's gone down for Canada.
Yeah, it was clean play though. He's just spinning himself around, and Leslie clipping him on the way through, but on the front, so it's legal. So we'll have the inbound now from the baseline.
So inbound now to take place.
Number 11 for Canada.
Fabian Lavoie. So Lavoie will take it from the key. Nicely played back in field. Goes to Caldwell. Caldwell plays it beautifully across to Maroa, who picks it up on the one bounce and goes through for the points. 2 minutes to go in this international contest between Team Canada and Vero New Zealand. Nice pass in field to Cam Leslie. Leslie battles away from a couple, doing some struggling there with Lavoie. Ball's come loose. How did you see it, Em?
Didn't quite catch that one, but I do know that there's a 10 lead difference now in the game.
Okay, so that shows you how much goes on in a game of wheelchair rugby.
Turn your head and you'll miss it.
Correct. Blink and you'll miss it, folks.
So Canada now 52, New Zealand 42, with just under 2 minutes remaining in this game.
Nice little battle going on in the mid-court. Everson can't quite get the ball in possession. And the ball will go loose. And nicely played away there. So the ball will come inbound for Canada now. Caldwell has possession of the ball. Nicely played away. Here, Cody Caldwell.
Beautiful block there from number 10. Trevor, who's the captain for Canada. In those instances, you really take notice of how much the low pointers make a difference to this game in defence. Holding up a high pointer there, Trevor, who's a 1-pointer, and holding a high pointer, Cameron Leslie, up in defence. Very impressive to see.
So we'll play possession back in field to Caldwell. Caldwell just has it nicely. Plays it away. Just decides to get the pass away eventually, but he's really struggling with it. Now gets it to Lavoie. Lavoie now in a bit of a same struggle. Beautiful pass over the top to Caldwell. Caldwell goes hard at the line here. Utia tries to prevent it, but it'll be a goal to Canada. And Cody Caldwell, the point scorer, 53-42, the margin 9 points. Just over a minute to play in this contest. Coming up next, Victoria Protect Thunder taking on the GIO New South Wales Gladiators, the silver medalists from the 2016 tournament.
Just in time there, we've got the timeout called for the New Zealand side.
So, great performance from the New South Wales side. They won by 20 points. And it was Harry Kliss that scored 8 goals in the final term that got them there. It certainly added some gravitas to the scoreline, certainly giving them that 20-point lead. So that game will immediately follow this one. There'll be a short little break, and that'll be the final game on day 1 of the championships. And then we go to day 2, which kicks off at 10 o'clock tomorrow, and it's going to be an absolute ripper of a game. Japan taking on New Zealand.
Absolutely, that'll be definitely one to watch. And just on this afternoon's game, we will have a bit of a delay because of this delayed game. So we'll kick that one off shortly after 5 o'clock.
Nicely to Hewitt, onto Leslie. Leslie plays the ball away. Oh, that's terrific blocking from Clayton Utia. Terrific stuff. Great stuff from Utia. You can see why he was named in that wheel black side. Pass goes over the top. Nicely played by Maroa. Maroa takes the ball up mid-court. Tries to find an opportunity there. Travis Maroa, he calls Vancouver home. Battles across to Lavoie. Lavoie goes at the line and gets the points. 41 seconds to go. 10 points the margin. 53-43. It's now 11 after that goal. So now New Zealand inbound it. Finds Leslie. Leslie now looking for some opportunities. Overhead pass. Can it find Hewitt on the couple of bounces? Yes, it can, but will he have time to get back? Utia's on the left flank. Gives the ball nicely back to Leslie. They settle it down just outside the key. Playing it well here, the Kiwis. Nicely pushing it just inside the half. Leslie just slowing the clock down. 17 seconds to go, both on the match clock and the shot clock. Timeout called with 13 to go. So 14 seconds back on that clock. It's rare that you have the shot clock going parallel with the game clock. So they've just reset that now. So 14 seconds on the game clock.
So in that case,
so the play will continue now, and back onto the court go the both sides. So 14 seconds left in this match between Team Canada and Vero New Zealand. It'll be a win to the Canadians by that 11-point margin at the moment, unless something happens in this next 14 seconds as Everson gives the ball across court. Gives it to Coots. Coots try to battle his way through. Nice little pass across to Leslie. You can hear the count in the background inside the 10-second mark. Plays it nicely to HBC. The Poker King goes in for the points. So it goes back to that 10-point margin. So Caldwell now has possession. Passes over to Lavoie. Siren about to go. There it is, full time, ladies and gentlemen, here between this thrilling contest between Team Canada and Vero New Zealand. It is a win to the Canadians, 54-44. Terrific stuff. And the next game will be at 5:05, and that is between the silver medalists, the GIO New South Wales Gladiators from 2016, taking on the Victoria Protect Thunder. The Gladiators, they had a win over the Queenslanders in Game 1 earlier today, and Game 2, it was a loss to the Victoria Protect Thunder, to the Japanese national side. It's been a win here to Team Canada by 10 points, 54-44. We will take a break and have one more game for you on this wonderful day of wheelchair rugby here at the Sydney Olympic Park Sports Centre. Stay with us. One more to go between New South Wales and Victoria. It's